how did you come up with your pen name?
Well, Tyehimba Jess is my legal name,
Okay.
but I will say that it started off as a kind of pen name. In that, well, at the time I was in college, and I was at University of Chicago, right, and I started studying with people with the All African People's Revolutionary Party, and I started becoming more cognizant of African history, African American history, and it started challenging me to re-understand who and where I was and how I was moving through the world. And as a result, I started thinking about, well, I was, caught between this political sphere and this kind of artistic sphere. And it made me think, at the time, I would go to open mics a lot. And, a lot of people had their poet names, et cetera, et cetera. My feeling on it was that I wanted to have a name that would that I could eventually adopt as my entire, name, my actual name. And what I didn't want to do was I didn't want to go through a lot of names. That's one thing I did not want to do. So I found an African name book. I distinctly remember, looking through it, and riding around with it on the bus in Chicago, and having it close to me, and narrowing down various names. And Tyehimba means we stand as a nation. And Jess is my original first name. And that was my father's name and his father's name. So I felt like I would take the Jesse and make it my last name. And I take Tyehimba and make it my first name. And also, I kind of dug the poetry of it, And I also like the African American of it, and the biblical of it, and the tree of Jesse, da 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 da. So that's how that happened. I did not make it legal until around 90. So I started under Tyehimba Jess around like 92, 93. And I made it legal around 99. That's when I made it legal. So I got tired of, I had one job where these people were like, we gonna call you by the name the government has on your ID. That's how we gonna call you. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I need to change my name then.